In Saskatchewan, our summers can be brutal with strong winds, hail, rain, and it's a challenge to keep hanging baskets like the one right here beside me moist, especially using a cocoa liner. Today I'm going to share with you how we're going to plant up these heart baskets with a variety of beautiful fuchsias and share with you what my secret weapon is for keeping them moist so they don't dry out in under 12 hours. Fuchsias are a beautiful, wonderful container plant in the summer. They prefer shade and moist soil. They come in a variety of colors and types. If you are in the zone 10 or 11, these could be a plant that you can keep out year round, but there are also hybrid varieties. The colors that they come in are magentas, pinks, reds, lavender, purple, and white. A lot of the times the bell-shaped part is one color and then the leaves or the petals are a different color on the plant, which makes them a beautiful combination. Because of their bell form, pollinators love these plants. I found this fabulous heart-shaped hanging basket at HomeSense in Regina. Now the container isn't as big as your standard hanging basket container, so we will improvise to make this planter beautiful. So one of the things I like to do is mold a cocoa weave fabric into the planter because it's one of the things that will easily fit in here. Now for cocoa liners, the cheapest place to purchase these is at somewhere like a dollar store or a Dollarama where you can pick them up for a couple bucks. And then we just simply push the liner into the planter or the hanging basket. And I'm gonna fit these plants in to make sure that all three are gonna fit within that cocoa weave because I have 2 purple and 1 pink. So we're going to take these out, and now I'm just going to make sure everything's looking good and that the liner's fitting snug. And we are going to do something special with this. Now, cocoa weave liners will dry out super fast in your garden, especially if you don't have drip irrigation. Here is the secret weapon. This is a clean puppy pea pad, you could call it. You could also call it just a pad that you use for projects. And it's a polymer pad that will absorb moisture. It's got the plastic lining on the back, and then it has this liner first to the shape of the cocoa weave. So I'm just gonna cut off any excess that's hanging over the edges. It will not be perfect, but we'll get rid of the excess and then we can tuck the edges in after we plant the plants if there's anything extra hanging out. So I'm just going to cut it off randomly here all the way around so it's easier to work with. And having a good sharp pair of scissors really helps. This is an awkward planter to work with, so I'm just going to turn it around here so you can see how it's going to look and how I'm cutting it. And I'm just quickly chopping it off here. There we go, that looks a lot better. And we'll just set those aside. It's very windy here in Saskatchewan, so everything's blowing around, so bear with me on this. I'm narrating this video just because the wind was so bad. Okay, now that we have this in the hanging basket, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you how you deal with it when it doesn't have any perforations in it. What I do is I just take the scissors and cut little holes into the liner, not cutting through to the cocoa weave. We're just going to cut into the polymer pad and make sure that it has lots of drainage holes in it. That way the excess moisture can drain out and your plant will not be swimming in this liner, and it will also absorb moisture to keep the plant moist so it doesn't dry out so fast. And that's the key with doing this. So we'll just continue to poke a few more holes in this. They don't have to be big holes, just little ones. And then we're ready to plant the plants. So I'm using a good quality potting mix soil that I've also added additional perlite to, just so it has a little more oxygen and lightness to the soil. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go and line the bottom of the hanging basket with some soil so that the fuchsia roots have something to grab onto in the container, and it allows for some growth as well. Now we're going to start with the magenta and white fuchsia, and we're going to put that in first. And you can see how root bound this was, so it definitely needed to be planted right away. And I'm just going to line them up around the edges and fit them in snug. Because I've got 2 purple and pink and 1 magenta and white, we're going to have a variety of colors in here, which I like, but you could do all the same color in these hanging baskets as well. It's whatever you prefer. This one came with a bit of weeds on it, so I'm just going to pick those off. We really don't want that growing in the hanging basket if we can help it. And I'm just going to firm them in by pressing them down into the hanging basket and making sure that they're firmly in place. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come through and we're going to backfill with the potting soil, and we're going to fill all those crevices between the plants and along the edges and firm that soil in all the way around the planter. Pay particular attention to the center of the planter where the 3 plants mingle. We want to make sure we have that filled well. We don't want any air gaps in this planter because it will also speed up the drying out of the plant. And you can see here, I'm just pulling the liner back to show you the gap there that we need to fill and pushing the soil in. Now we have a little bit of the liner hanging out, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck it in underneath the soil around the edges, and we'll add a bit more soil to it so that it's hidden. I will add the fish fertilizer to the watering can here, just a capsule to the one little watering can I have. And then we'll give it a really good shake to make sure that it's mixed in well. Then we will water the 2 planters. I did one a couple days earlier, so now I have 2 of them here on my butterfly garden wall that I've started decorating. It's right by the door, so it's visible from the door, and we'll just water these thoroughly, make sure that liner gets good and wet, and then the cocoa weave in that hanging basket will start forming to the shape of it. It may run over a little bit, but the soil will settle in. And now we'll just top up the other one. I haven't watered it for a couple days since I planted it, so it looked a little dry on the surface. So you want to water your fuchsias when they're dry, about 1 inch down. So stick your finger in. If they're dry 1 inch down, give them a good soaking. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give this a try. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on for all the videos so you don't miss anything, because YouTube is not pushing out my content. Check out my other playlists. There's another video on fuchsias that I did last year that you may enjoy, and I hope you're able to get into your garden today. Thanks everyone. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.